The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. First play, Bridgewater looking to throw. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Bridgewater to throw it. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Play action now. Bridgewater. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun. Lance escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Lance. Able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 38 yards. And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And that flag accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Bridgewater. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And for a while when this place opened, all the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here in Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard, but that's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down. A give here to Mitchell. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Early down, still some put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. To throw, it's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Once more with Mitchell. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Gold to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Bridgewater. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Sanders' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, and hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Yellow, opposite, green.
On the handoff, Mitchell. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And 2nd down play, that's a -4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Hey, go steal. Hey, go steal.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and the guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Throwing is Bridgewater. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out, got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
There to make the stop was John Jenkins. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Lance going to hold on to it, and he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Throwing now is Lance.
And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt.
Mitch Wishnowski in punt formation for the 49ers.
And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd and a couple, Bridgewater. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Ready?
Throwing on first down is Lance. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Okay, right.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Yellow, go. Ball red.
And Lance going to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Niners 21, Dolphins 3.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over first down at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now here is another interception.
And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Ready. Hey, check Nagel.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Pulls it in at the 13. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Hey, green. Flag 2.
On second down, here's Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Black open. Black.
Throwing his lance on third down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. He's got him in, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half, and they came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was it...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. By that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Bridgewater. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Bridgewater. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw, Bridgewater.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the 49ers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Lance finding Debo there for the Niner first.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop.
The tackle by Andrew Van Ginkel. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Here we go. Here we go. Strike. Check strike. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Mitchell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett and into the...
Big about 'em, petty, petty.